All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Alaracanfield Show, the Awakening Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And today we have a brand new guest on the show. Crystal Priya is with us for the first time. And we are going to be talking about ancient Egyptians' soul destiny decoding. So I know this is going to be a fabulous show. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. We're going to be, Crystal's going to be sharing a process as well. And we're going to be taking some live caller questions, doing some mini readings. So you definitely want to be here and really participate in the process. Okay, so part of what we're going to discuss is how you can tap into the most sacred ancient knowledge that brought the beginning of all knowledge of all systems and cultures on Earth to reveal the very blueprint of every soul's destiny on this planet. All planetology, numerology, astrology, and even Kabbalah is rooted from this knowledge. And because of the immense power that lies within these ancient soul codes, Egyptian priests have kept this knowledge hidden from humanity for ages, until now. So Crystal is one of the 6 few people on the planet who has this wisdom. And so part of this is about the power to know the truth, right? The power to go beyond the conditioning of the mind-made world, the power to live by the awakened sacred soul and ancient wisdom within us. And these are never before revealed secrets. And like I said, Crystal is only one of 6 people alive on the planet today that has this ancient information. And now she's sharing it with all of us. So yay. So, part of what we're going to discuss today is, do you know who you really are and what it is you came here for? And we are all seeking answers to the big questions in our lives, right? Who am I? Why am I here? Where do I belong? What is the purpose of life? Am I living my purpose? What was I destined to do on this earth? So we're going to receive the answer to all of life's most important questions and more during this call, and if you work one-on-one with Crystal. So for those of you who don't know Crystal, she is a psychic intuitive, transmedium channeler, integrative life and vibrational alignment coach, an ancient Egyptian soul's destiny decoder and corrector. She is a certified master in multiple healing modalities, such as clinical and therapeutical hypnosis, vibrational sound therapy, Reiki, Jin Shinjutsu, polarity, Kundalini yoga, and many more. And 18 years ago, Crystal was blessedly granted a sacred knowledge of transformative ancient Egyptian soul's destiny decoding. So we are going to really experience something brand new. So this is a rare opportunity for you to spend, 90 minutes with angelic emissary, happiness mentor, and master healer, Crystal Priya. So I'm so glad you're here. Be open to receiving, be open to the wisdom, be open to the process, and, be open to having fun. Right. So because this is the first time that Crystal is here with us, Crystal, can you just take a few moments and share your story, share how you became to be one of the 6, who has this ancient knowledge and wisdom, and how you became such a powerful healer?
Hello, everyone, and it's such a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me here. It's an honor to share my soul and myself, my all information, very rare and very unique information here. How my story is started. First, I want to start from today. Today is the most amazing day. It's actually initiation of the new world, absolutely new frequency on Earth. And it's not only a full moon, which is a full hungry moon, full snow moon, which is happening tomorrow. We are preparing. The energies are already very strong. So not only it's the energies of a full moon, not only it's the aligning of 2 polarities, feminine and masculine, that brings us to find the center in between those 2 balances. It also the whole transmission of this earth to a new frequency. So we are in the most amazing, auspicious time that is very unique on this planet. It's very first on the planet's existence. We are transferring to a new frequency, to new era, to new age, staying here in a human body. And that's why I decided to share everything I have, everything I am, with as many people as possible, because we all need, first of all, unite together. And second of all, we need to understand where we're going, what we are, and how we could unite with the powers that we are? How can we combine the power of our soul and the soul's memory that we have within us, and also our human purpose and human feelings? So combining the divine, the divinity, and our humanity, and becoming one with that, to easier transforming and to easier stay here on earth. Not everyone will transfer to different frequencies. Not everyone is ready, and it's perfectly okay. There's no good and bad. It's just how our souls decided to do. So every soul already decided before coming here if they're gonna transfer to a different reality or we're gonna stay into this reality. So we already know what our future within will be, and now we also have to figure it on a human level. So what we are doing now, we are figuring who we really are. And in order for us to step in the highest frequencies, we know that we need to change something. Not always is easy to change something. And what happens that we usually create our habits for whatever reasons, and then those habits later create the reality of who we really are. So we become slaves to those habits. And I was always saying that we have only two happy and most important moments in this existence, in these bodies, in any timeline. Is first is when we, of course, born. It's the most important moment. And the second, it's not when we die. The second is when we realize what we are here for. What are we actually doing here? Because there's so many different opinions and ideas that as we're growing up in this tender age until 7-year-old, which nowadays kids are different, so it's probably until 5, we get everything already told us of what we are. Mm-hmm. So if we would have been growing in a Virgin Island, we would have been having different values, and we probably praised the different idols, maybe made out of wood. And because we're here, we create this different kind of set of values, different kind of abilities, thinking about ourselves, percepting, receiving ourselves as what we told. But how do we really know who we really are? We don't know, because we've just been told things, and we've been seeing that they work among humanity, maybe, or maybe don't work. But the real true feeling about who we are and what we are is in ancient times, it's still the same question mark in everyone. So my story will not only gonna help people to realign to their own truth, but it's also gonna show them and connect with them to the true selves, to awaken all those gifts, because these new codes are coming right forward at us. And before, we weren't be able to tune in to our true codes. And the abilities that we have, the pineal gland that's within the head is beginning activated in such way that everything being given us back, and we don't know what to do with these gifts and abilities either, even if we are aware of who we are. So the science and the modality that I'm teaching and sharing with you today will show you, will help you to navigate through these times, explain to you why you are doing certain things or used to do certain things. Things will not work any longer anyway. So it's a major reset in our reality, because things we were relying in the past, we cannot rely anymore, any longer. They won't work. The money, we cannot rely. You'll be changing the governments, the ideas, the points that we believe. Everything else is being reconstructed. And what do we have? We only have ourselves. Mm-hmm. Nothing else. So my story is a very interesting story. I started I was born with abilities, and I thought everyone was born with the abilities. And when I was sharing of what I saw and felt, I understood it wasn't a habitual, usual way, and I understood I was getting in trouble more than I was praised for that. So I was trying to keep it to myself, everything I saw and felt, until my son was, he fell and he had this total concussion that would lead him to a total brain damage. He was 2 glands, as explained, that one gland was really damaged and smashed, and he weren't able to develop further. And I spent 2 years almost in hospitals doing traditional medicine, couldn't help him, until I heard that he's only gonna degrade and it's gonna be only worse. So I left the traditional medicine and I came to one of my clients at that time. I was a beautician and I was working in a theater and cinematography. And I had a client that came to me and she was really psychic. And I knew she was a psychic. And I said, I need help because I can't help my son. And she turned around and she said, you could help your son yourself. And I said, me? How can I do that? And she said, yes, you can. Come to this man, he will show you how. And I took my son, which we just left from the hospital maybe a few days ago. And I came to this man that was very regular, normal man. He sat on the other side of the corner of the room. And he said, can you sit him right in front of you and stand behind him? And do you love him? And I was so mad. And I said, of course I love him. And he said, so collect all your love and send it to him. And I started doing what I was told. And what I saw, it was so amazing. It was like the light inside a projector. So many dust and so many pieces were coming toward my son's back. And I got scared from what I saw. And he saw what I saw. And he said, no, don't stop. Please continue doing that. And as I was continue doing that, I just all of a sudden felt that it was finished. The golden energy shook me so strongly. And my son was sitting quietly. He didn't even move. He was 5 years old at that time. And it's hard for a 5-year-old not to move. And I brought him to the doctors a week after. And the doctor looked at the x-ray and the doctor said, what did you give him? And I said, nothing. The doctor didn't believe me. So it was a feeling inside of me that I did it, which wasn't me. It was some powers coming out of me. So that was my very first experience. And since that experience, I only wanted to improve and develop these skills and abilities more and more. And when my mother was in the deathbed, she knew of my abilities. She came up to me and she said, please help me. I'm dying. Please help me. I don't want to die. Please help me. And I felt so drawn to do something, but I didn't know what to do. And I exclaimed and I said, guides and guardians, if you are, which I always communicated with them even before with my highest spirit guides and guardians. And I said, if you can't give me the path that I could not only heal my mother, but I could heal everyone, please do this. And right away, I'm having a phone call from one of my friends saying, you know, you need to be there. There is such a rare teacher that came from Siberia time, really far away, and is only going to be here for a little time. And this teacher is giving the most ancient knowledge, and you must be there. And I'm crying and saying, yes, I will be there. And running there, which I had full book of people at that time. And every person in my book canceled or rescheduled his appointment. And that's how I knew. I had a chills just realizing that I had to be there, appearing there, listening to this knowledge. It was a small group of people. And out of this small group of people, I felt that I knew and I could continue deep inside. I knew everything that I was told and given that were a different ancient soul codes. And these soul codes developed within my mind as they were revealed. And I knew more. After this, taking this course, this teacher wasn't around anymore, but I went to Peru and I had other teachers. And then I went to Ecuador and I had another teachers, and I had different countries, teachers coming up to me, continue giving me piece by piece, everything that made so much sense of this ancient Egyptian so-called knowledge of soul's destiny knowledge. And this destiny knowledge is about every soul on earth has its own agenda, its own plan, its own investment into this incarnation that we all need to follow. And it spoke about a corridor of destiny, and it spoke about the doors, the destiny doors that we have to pass, some of them mandatory, some of them not. It spoke about every soul has this cell in the wheel of the universe. As the wheel is going, we all choose the soul that we come in, and then we have to continue according to this cell's ideas, cell's purposes. Not only we have the cellular memory as we incarnating over and over, we have a soul memory. And this soul memory is influencing us from ancient times. As ancient Lemurians, which I am the Lemurian priestess, and I have memories of being an ancient Lemuria, they knew all of these knowledge and they kept this knowledge secret, because knowing about the future, knowing about your abilities, knowing about how to proceed with your abilities, knowing your soul training, knowing your soul origination, knowing your soul powers, you could actually influence others so much. It's not only a gift, it's also a weapon. And it used to be a weapon for the longest time. So Lemurians gave it to Atlanteans, and ancient Atlanteans knew that they're going to go under the ground, and they brought their priests deeply into the earth in the caves and gave them these scripts, and they coded these scripts, and they kept it secret until the Egypt was built, and they had to bring some of the scripts out. And ancient Egypt was also built on this knowledge, on the knowledge of the soul, knowledge of all existence of earth. And this knowledge was about the seasons, and every soul that coming here on earth, if you could imagine the wheel, it has 4 sides, 4 quarters, and each quarter is a special season. Ancient Egyptians used to call it a season. And then starting those seasons, they only had a little part of this knowledge. And starting this part of the knowledge, at that time, it came out, seeped out, and it was decoded. That little part that in the future became Kabbalah and became all of astrology, numerology, planetology, and all the other science of existence. When ancient Egyptian god Heka created this 4 quarters of 4 seasons. So it was supposed to be that season number 1 only lets a new soul, only newly souls come here on earth in the cell of the season 1. So it's pink color and it's number 1, and this is about coming from love, bringing love with you, learning what love is on earth. So season number 1 is learning everything about love. It's like babies coming all naive, all magnetic. So those souls, they all have this kind of a feeling of new, and they get excited, and they all learn only about love. So their sole purpose of this existence, this timeline, to learn everything of love on earth. Love with your siblings, love with your parents, love with your partners, same-sex love, pets love, love to your neighbor, love to humanity, love to your parents, love to yourself. So the season 1 includes everything about love. The season 2, as we have 13 classes and we finish this task and this exam that we passed, the 13 classes, we step into the season 2. And the season 2, it's as a hierarchy on this earth, teaches you, instead of being a baby, you're a teenager, and you learn everything on earth about what it is. It's like getting the knowledge. It's bringing more and more experience of what is what. And in season 2, we experience suffering, pain, diseases, addictions, different kind of suicides, different kind of sufferings. And once we finished experiencing sufferings, we start experiencing suffering with the smile. And once we incarnate over and over again, experiencing suffering with a smile, we now begin to experience suffering with a smile and helping the others at the same time as we're suffering. So there's many different layers of existences, addictions, the same sex people, different kind of suicidal thoughts, different kinds of killing or being killed, different kind of experiencing all kinds of emotions on earth. So this is the huge season. It's the biggest one, and most of the souls are now in this season, experiencing a lot, learning a lot. And they are also 13 classes. As we finish that, we're going into the next season, and the next season is about taking all those experiences and using those experiences to organize yourself and others. And learning the material, learning what money, what material values are, learning values in general, and organizing yourself and others. And season number 4 is very rare. It's not too many souls are on the season number 4, and they are using those experiences that they got here on earth. And they are mostly messiahs and highest gurus and doctors and surgeons and highest leaders that bring people to highest levels of their transmission now. And they are actually the ones that show with their experiences how to be at selfless service of humanity. So that, and they're also preparing how to go back when they finish their earth school. So all of those seasons are followed, and knowing those seasons, knowing where we are, knowing what you are here for would absolutely change your life. Not only change your life, understanding what you're supposed to be doing here, but also changing lives, those who we are touching, those who are with, changing their lives, and of course, changing the life of this earth. So that's as short as it could be about the science that I'm doing now.
I love it. And, just knowing that which season you are coming into gives you an idea about, what some of your challenges might be and what you're learning here, the wisdom you're supposed to be gaining, right?
Definitely, of course. It's not only if you know what your soul is vibrating with, it's a little different than all those qualities that you appeared as you were growing up. As you were looking at the authorities around you, you picked up different qualities. That's your human qualities. Going into this science, you realize your soul's qualities, and you realize how deep inside of you they are reside, and how you are drawn to certain things that unexplainable. And nowadays, when we are transferring right now until February 22nd, the portal is open. We must use this. Find out what those lessons are. Find out what those soul's memories are. Because we only live by the cellular memories of our body, which is also important.
Absolutely. And so once we can access some of our soul memories, that's going to give us more of an idea about, how we want to move forward, right? And because we've already experienced some things, so we can access that wisdom, access those gifts and talents and abilities, and use that in this life to have more ease, or to, to serve humanity, or to, be a healer, etc.
Definitely. Understanding who you are on a soul level, it could be the biggest gift that we could receive in this lifetime, because we only know what we were told at some point. We only know what the experiences also showed us. And we could only assume by the experiences and knowledge from the others, from other authorities, from other people. But that's only approximate creation to who we really are. I was always showing this image of a flower. It's a rare flower that grows from the ground, that each and one of us is very rare, very different. And because the surroundings is teaching us that this petal is wrong and this leaf is wrong and the whole appearance of this flower is very different, we are beginning to cut and trim everything of this unique flower that we are. And without understanding what we are for and what we actually emanate, what are we doing here, just trimming without knowing all these parts, or maybe penalizing ourselves as some of our parents used to penalize us, or criticize us, or whatever. The scrutiny is always happening because we want to be better, and we think that if we change something, we could be more successful. Sometimes just realizing who we are, we bring the change, not because an actual change and fixing things within us. And in reality, we're the most unique and rare creatures. Each and one of us has such amazing, unique abilities that could be implemented and used, especially these times, in the best way that we knew, we always felt. I'm sure many of us that are listening now, and many of those who will listen in a replay, will know that something is not 100% there. Something needs to be done, something more to what I do, something more to what I could have been doing, something more to my everyday life. There is something there that I'm still not doing, or I'm still not feeling within me. And that's why I'm sharing all this ancient, very ancient knowledge of soul's destiny codes.
And I think that's, you know, for a lot of people, that's what they feel like there's something missing, and that they feel like they should be doing something else, something different. They don't know what. A lot of people, you know, would like to access their gifts and talents and abilities. They don't think they are accessing them right now, to make their lives easier, to help other people, to, do this work as well. And so a lot of people feel that there's still something missing. There's something else there that I'm supposed to be doing. I should be doing. I should be experiencing. And I think, not knowing your soul's purpose, not knowing who you are, is a big point of stress and suffering for a lot of people.
Or maybe knowing something that is not really true.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. What if what we've been told is not true at all? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's the kind of work that you do, that you work with this ancient knowledge, this ancient wisdom, right? To help people to know who they are, where they came from, and what gifts and talents and abilities they have. I mean, that's just a tip of the iceberg of what you share with people.
Yes, and not only, it's actually a life-changing to realize to actually appear that self-knowledge, self-mastery, self-understanding, and then knowing, of course, how to proceed. And it's also a really big help when we start connecting with our soul spirits, with our spirit guides. We have guardians and guides that are also assigned to help us. By the power of a free will, they cannot step into our energy field and they do as much as they can to keep us safe and to keep the contracts that we took to be followed, and to make us to meet people that we need to meet. And what happens when you connect with your true soul spirit, which this is what I'm offering in my package B, we'll talk later about this. What happens when you connect with your soul spirit, you not only, some people have difficulties not only to connect, but even to believe that there is some energy. So what I'm offering my package B, at the beginning of the session, I will channel our guides and our helpers, and I will channel their names, and I will channel their origination and your connection with them. And then I will make you physically feel their presence, physically connect with them. And a lot of people, it's such profound experience. A lot of people get so many revelations already on the first moment. And then you could use this connection for the rest of your life, which they change sometimes when we go through different changes. We receive different guides also. But for this moment now, I think it's the most important thing. Not only realize your own truth, but also have a support team to use.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, you're going, you know, the work that you're going to be doing with people one-on-one is about having them feel that presence, having them feel that connection. Because sometimes, you know, we've been told this is your spirit guide, this is your angel, this is your this is your that. And then a lot of times people don't actually feel what that connection is like, right? So that's something that you share in your work. That's brilliant, because a lot of people, like I said, that's what they're missing, is that connection, right? That really truly feeling that presence and that connection.
Yes, and using the help of our guides, it's very profound these times when we don't know what to do. The only guidance we have is an inner guidance, because we don't know who to listen anymore. We don't know what direction would be the right one. Most of us are absolutely lost. And the only guidance we have now is the guidance within. And we do have this inner guru within us. Connecting with that inner guru, connecting that inner guru with your outer gurus and spirit guides. It's like, I would compare this as we're walking in the woods and we cannot understand the words for the trees, and we have the eagles or beautiful dream birds, whatever bird you could imagine, and they are staying on a cliff of a mountain really high up, looking at us from the top and telling us, no, that's not where you're going. You must go here. Or sometimes they're not as strong as stern. They might say, you got a choice. They don't like to give you a really strong opinion. They always like to make you feel special and loved. We are so loved. And they tell you, you got a choice. You could go this way and then you receive this one. You could go that way. You could use the right doors and do your best. Or you could go your easiest, which it inevitably will slide down sometimes during our lifetime to our whatever, not in our best. And that is also very important to know.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like there's so much knowledge and wisdom that you share in these sessions. I mean, I had a session with you last year, I don't know when, July, August, I'm not even sure when it was. And the information that came through was amazing. And it's something I had never heard before, right? It was brand new, because, you know, I do a lot of readings and work with a lot of people, but that was brand new. It never had that type of session before. It was amazing. And the connection that I received with my guides, you know, that was brand new as well, because I didn't know about those ones. And I remember experiencing that and then working with them afterwards and thinking, and really feeling their presence even after our session together, you know. So it wasn't just like, oh, this is the person, you know. It's like it was that connection that you were able to facilitate.
Beautiful. So glad to be facilitator for this, because we all are our soul's ambassadors here on earth. We bring what our souls wants here with what we are, with what we do, with how we live our life. And knowing all of this and following all of this and using this help will totally change our lives. And it's interestingly that when people sign up, and I noticed this for many, many years, as I'm working almost 18 years now with this modality, what happens when people claim and sign up and put themselves in my appointment book, something begins to shift, really. And a lot of people right away writing me, do you know, since I signed up, which sometimes it might take 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending on what time they choose, how it happens. And they say, you know, for this few weeks, my life started to change. It started to move. I never had these things happening to me and those things happening to me, because signing up, claiming, you saying, I'm ready to face something different. I'm ready to look within, and I'm ready to bring the truth of what I am out and live by it. And universe is so happy to meet us actually on the level that we are. So what we are doing now, we're bringing ourselves on a different level, from that level, we create our different reality, our own reality. And that is only what's going to be actual in the nearest future.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what it's about. It's about us, being willing to, look at our life and create something different, right? Because let's face it, a lot of the stuff that we are experiencing or have experienced has not always been pleasant. But the thing is, we did the best we could, but now we have more resources. The energy on the planet is shifting and changing. And so change is happening much more quickly and with much more ease. Personally, anyways. I'm not talking about globally. I'm talking about at a personal level.
Indeed. I see some people writing about their past lives. Package B includes myself facilitating and reading all the past lives. And I would compare that with a splinter that stays there and maybe gets the skin inflamed because it's there. So people could exist with the splinter maybe for the rest of their life, and you might bother them, but they might still live their life with the splinter. Even sometimes it hurts to touch the splinter, and it may be inflamed all around, but people live sometimes even longer with that.
Yeah.
And the process of realizing where the splinter is and actually opening the skin so the splinter could pop out, or even pulling it gently with respect and love, might be a hurtful process too. Might not necessarily be a nice process. Going into the memories that might be hurtful, for some people devastating, yet it's the end. You can't carry that anymore. We all cannot carry those memories anymore. All the splinters, if they stay, they have lower vibrational frequency. We're changing into the different frequency, and those frequencies making us not to carry those negative rememberings, negative thought forms, negative feelings, other people's suggestions, other people's energies that we are carrying for so many ages of our existence. So we're doing a session with the package B. On the package A, you find out a lot, you learn a lot. On the package B, you actually pulling those splinters out. You realizing all aspects of your soul. And yes, if some things are really hurtful, as a hypnotherapist, licensed hypnotherapist, clinical and therapeutical hypnosis, I have a special gentle way to bring people to their own truth without them being hurt as much. Staying in this special state of a subconscious mind. Subconscious mind existence is, as you know, 95% of everything we are with. So going there, it will be easier. Not only comprehend things, which it's always recognition. People saying, oh my God, now I know why. It's kind of a feeling that a recognition of the truth. You could actually always feel, and it will come to a real way of communicating with people, with the feeling. I am 100% sure that the phones and the technology is very important, but we will all come to the point closing our eyes and feeling. How's that feel?
Yeah.
Is it feel true?
Absolutely. I totally agree. And it is, we can feel. I know a lot of people, they say they can't feel, but that's just because your mind is really active and you haven't practiced going into your heart and feeling. That's the only limitation, if anything, right?
We say to ourselves a lot of things.
Yes, we do.
And whatever we say to ourselves, this is what's working for us. And if you say to yourself, you can't feel, you're only going to prove and reapprove to yourself you can't feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's only up to you what you decide to say for yourself.
Absolutely. That's so totally true. Oh my goodness. It's just like light bulbs going off. So I hope that you're all getting that what you're saying to yourself may not be empowering. What you're saying to yourself may not be the truth for you. So it's really, it's time to look at what are you saying? What are you feeling? What are you believing? And your beliefs can change, right? Your thoughts can change. All of that can change. It all comes down to, are you willing to look at it? Definitely. Are you willing to? And I think, Crystal, you said earlier, like, when you do healing, the healing is not always,
pleasant.
Pleasant. Right? It's difficult. It's not easy. And for that, it takes courage. And that's the honest truth. Okay.
And
Healing
also
is first.
inevitability. It also has to be inevitability, because some people, when people come for healing to me, a very first thing I do, I look at this line. I have this, each person on line with their issue, and from point A to the point Z. And I'm always looking where this person is on that line of their issue. If the person is very beginning, I could always speed it up, especially now in this portal. It's very important to speed it up, because things that used to work before, they won't. So people will inevitably they had the needs to change. They will feel they cannot carry anymore what they used to. So if they're on this point A, or next to, or at the beginning of their issue, it might be harder for them to right away shoot it down, which it might be also happening at these times when eclipses happen, when the full moons happen, when the real realization happen, when the real openings happen. It is possible. Now it is possible. Now the manifestation, everything we think and feel will instantly manifest. And that is also why I want people to be empowered and use this tool. So now in this line, if the person is in the middle, it's most likely it will be easier to go. It will have less resistance, because at the beginning, people have more resistance. They know this habitual state, and it's more comfortable to stay in the old slippers rather than shifting into the new shoes that might not be as comfortable at the beginning. So they might hold on to their points and their truth that it used to work for them. So next to the point A, it might be a little taking a little more time, depending on how open they are, how ready they are. In the middle of this land, it might be a little easier, because they already went through a lot and they are more ready to do something about it. And if they're in the end of that line, next to the point Z, I might sneeze and they slide down into absolute different reality. And they might say, oh my God, it was just so simple. It was just one snap of your finger, and I am absolutely different person. It just depends on how ready people are, how much they already suffered from everything they went through, how much they're tired from all those vicious cycles that they keep on bringing upon themselves, and how bad they really want to do something about it.
That's true. Yeah. How bad do you really want to change? And a lot of times people will say they do, but not really, not bad enough. Because they're still holding on to old stuff, old ways of being. They're not willing to let go of certain things. I mean, we're all guilty of it. Don't get me wrong. I'm still holding on to stuff too. It's like, I'm not quite ready to let that go for whatever reason, right? So are you willing to let go of what's been holding you back so that you can finally thrive, so you can finally live your soul's purpose, so you can finally have ease in your life?
Yes, nowadays it will be very hard not to let it go, because it won't work. Everything that used to work the way it was, it will not. So a lot of people will realize they must do something else.
You must. Well, yeah. I mean, we've all come to that point, right? We've all come to that point where it's like, yeah, we need to change something, because I cannot continue down this line, right? Unless
they already are there, and now they have to know how to implement this new state of their being. Some people are already transferred, and they do. Yeah, it is really hard to jump and leap from the third dimensional existence onto the fifth dimensional existence. Now, in the fifth dimensional existence, we are a little different. Most of us are still in between, because we're still reconstructing, getting ready to be in completely fifth dimensional existence. And what happens at the fifth dimensional existence, all negativity cannot be there.
Right.
So you must reconsider what was negative in your life. What was the limited beliefs in your life? What was holding you back? And those who realize that already, they might use this new modalities and this technique that just being revealed for knowing further steps. What do I do? Do I have the gifts, and what kind of gifts? Maybe there are some gifts that I don't know about myself. How do I implement this new feeling, this new knowledge into the world? How can I make my life, and therefore other people's life, better by using what I'm already understanding about myself? That's the next step too.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. So lots of questions in the chat, people with their hands raised as well for questions. But I know we're going to do a process as well, right? You're going to take us through a process so that we can experience a little bit of your work before we take questions. Is that right?
Sure.
Totally up to you, however you want to do it. What are you feeling?
I would love to bring people to their own realization first, as I was explaining about the seasons. And I will bring everyone to very first step, realizing the season they are. We will use some imagery, some feelings, some imagination, some other techniques, and it will be short process for people to really go within and feel. They might not know, they don't have to know, they might just feel the season that they are in. And before going into this process, I'm going to make it easier for you. We're going to take listeners after the process. We're going to take live callers, and I will help you realizing your season. I will help you realizing what you are here for. And that will be also life-changing, because some people realize that they already doing it. As simple as that. We want sometimes too much from what we already are. And some people will be like, no, that's what I was running away all my life from. So this kind of a realization. But before we do the process, I want to abbreviate those seasons. So it will be a little hint, a little easiest to realize. And if you let me, I'll just start now from giving a small, tiny example.
Yep, sounds good.
So if we could all imagine people staying in front of a beautiful painting in a museum, and the painting is gorgeous, and there are 4 representatives, as we are the 4th chakra of the universe, of this universe, as the earth has 4 seasons and 4 main quarters. We are having 4 representatives next to this painting. So representative of the first season, about love, will turn around and say love, emotions, magnetics, and everything. It will say, oh my God, I love this painting so much. It's just so beautiful. It makes me cry. It's just amazing. Look at these colors. It just shines. My heart is just coming out of my chest. So there would be the number 1, season 1 person. And the season number 2 person would say, wait, hold on a minute. Can you see the light is behind that person, and the door is halfway open, and the candle is, you could see the shadow, and you see someone's coming in, and maybe there is something really that the artist wanted to show us, that someone is coming there. So there is a line of idea behind that painting. And that would be the season number 2. The season number 3 would turn around and say, guy, do you know how much would it be? And I wonder if we multiply these paintings, would it be a good projection to make many of this kind of museum rooms? So that would be the person number 3 of 3rd season. The 4th season person would listen to all of them and say, guys, can we just go to the next room? That's enough. We already saw everything. Maybe other rooms have more. So that will be an abbreviation of presentations of each season. So we would call the seasons number one and pink color. We could give season number 2 blue color, and number 2, which is your mental and informational season. Season number 3 is your material season, and it's number 3, and it's color yellow. And season number 4 is color green, and it's our guru and selfless service of humanity season. Okay, so now if everyone is ready, we're going to do this little process, and in this process I will help everyone to realize your season, to help you. And I already wanted to tell you that it's not it's not something that you might, it's not better or worse. So season number one doesn't mean that if you know you are in a love season, it doesn't mean you are just a baby. It means that your tasks are about this. If you're in season two, your tasks are different. So your soul chooses different tasks according to the season. And it doesn't mean it's less developed or more developed. It just has a different agenda for being here. So Mother Mary was in the first season. Mother Teresa was in the second season, and Jesus was in the second season, sufferings and all. So there are different souls and different agendas for each season, and it doesn't really matter what season we are in a hierarchy, because some souls, especially now, they come into this reality from different star systems, different galaxies, different solar systems, and they never been here on Earth. They don't follow. There is a special category of the group of people. There are star travelers, and they're coming here for just to help as an expedition. Different scientists come here also from different places, and they just get into any season because they want to parallel learn more maybe about earthly love, or learn more about material things, or learn more about how to be a Messiah and how to bring their energies and to serve humanity. So it doesn't matter what season you are. It matters on what you feel, you vibrate and emanate with. Okay? So if you are ready, let's start. If you are ready, let's start. I'm gonna ask you to connect all your fingers together. And as you connected all your fingers together, your tips of your fingers have these nerves that connect you with your pineal gland, with your subconscious mind and superconscious mind. So connecting your fingers just simply like that makes you to bring your powers back. Each finger represents a planet, and all your planets connect to the tips of your fingers. All your planets connect together, and they bring the impulses and energy and information into your pineal. So holding making this TP with all your fingers connected together, and now bringing this into your sternum. Bringing that into your sternum with your thumbs touching your sternum, which is in between your higher heart chakra and your new soul seed chakra around thymus area. So as you're bringing this and touching that sternum with your thumbs, you're activating all those points of meridians that are coming into your body. So this is a control room of all your meridians in your body. We have this energy pathways in our body, and this is a control room. So you're touching that control room, you're becoming in control of what you really are. So holding the TP, holding, and let's inhale in 4 sequences. Inhale in 4 sequences through your nose, and exhale with the sound of H-O. You don't have to be loud, but the mouth is making H-O sound. So let's do it again. As you inhale and hold for as long as you can. And when you cannot hold any longer, then you're saying ho, H-O, and you exhale. So let's do it together 3 times. We're inhaling. We're holding for as long as we can. And exhaling with the sound of ho. And again. Do it on your own one more time. And once you finish, press your tips of your fingers together, press it really strongly. Inhale deeply and raise the energy, your Kundalini energy that slips, raise it all the way up, rise it up, rise it up. Magic is only possible on the energy of joy and happiness. So bring the energy of joy as you're rising it up and circulate it in your head. Imagine yourself as an empty vase. Pressing strongly, inhale deeply again. That empty vase is filling up with the golden light. Inhaling deeply. Hold. Now exhale, hold the position and hold the breath out after you exhale. Exhale and hold the breath out. When you hold your breath out, you actually defeat the fear of death. It doesn't exist anyway. And inhale again. Now squeeze every muscle in your body. Squeeze, squeeze really strongly. Give 15 pounds strength as you push in your fingers together. Squeeze, squeeze. And exhale and drop your hands on your lap, palms up. Relaxing completely. Putting yourself on the state of receivership. Today is about receiving. How lucky we are. Relaxing completely. Going deep, unwinding. Remembering, how does it feel to relax? How does it feel? the center of your core. That is only you in that system. That is only you that is responsible for everything that you are. Just the will be enough. Will it to be clean. Put the candles, put the music, the one you love. You might put flowers, you might open the curtains, you might take the spider web out. How long have you been inside your own heart? How much time did you dedicate to understand on who you are? Just staying there. And as you're staying there, making an order, realize there is an opening on the dome of your identity room. There is an opening in that room. And from that opening, you have a lot of guides and guardians coming here. Gods and goddesses from ancient Egypt. Your guardians, your soul spirit that travel with you from lifetime to lifetime. As relaxed as you are, grounding yourself deeper into the earth, becoming aware of that electrical cord that connects you to the center of the earth. And now traveling all the way up. Up we go with your guides and guardians. We're going all the way up. We travel through time. We travel through existences. And we are going into that special Egyptian temple where this huge universal wheel of all soul codes is rotating. On the count from 3 down to 1, we will be there with our guides and guardians traveling. And as your observer, as your soul spirit is traveling, your physical body stays here, sits down, lays down, receives healing. And let's travel in 3, flying up, going further and further and deeper into the ancient existences. 2, becoming aware, the pyramid is there, 2 torches on both sides, the doors are opening, and 1. You are in this ancient pyramid. Your Egyptian guards and guardians are surrounding you, loving, benevolent beings. They are so happy, they're greeting you. They're so happy that you are here. They are beginning to turn this wheel of eternal souls' destiny codes. And as they are turning that wheel, it has 4 colors: pink, blue, yellow, and green. And the wheel also has numbers from 1 to 4. Now let's ask you guides and guardians, turn that wheel as you are in this temple, turning that wheel, rotating that wheel right now, and as it rotates, you're being ready to align and to realize your own season that your soul chose to come here. We're gonna count from 4 down to 1, and on the count of 1 and not before, on the count of 1 and not before, the color will step right across, right next to you. It might be the color, or it might be the number. Either 1, 2, 3, or 4. Either pink, blue, yellow, or green. Or it might be both. On the count of 1 and not before, the wheel will turn its part toward you, and you will become aware of the color and the number. 4, they're rotating, they're turning it. And as the wheel is rotating, you feeling yourself absolutely loved, absolutely gifted, and lucky to be here. And 3, your physical body is very relaxed, receiving healing, and your spirit is traveling. Your observer is here to receive this ancient revelation knowledge about your own color, your own number. And 2, nearly there. The wheel will stop on the count of 1. As you hear 4 sounds of chimes, on 4 sounds, on number 1, the wheel will stop. And the color that belongs to you will permeate your energy field and will fill up your whole room, your whole aura, your whole being will be filled up with this color. And 1, the wheel it stops. The wheel stops now. Become aware, becoming aware, becoming aware. What color is next to you? Pink, blue, yellow, or green? What number is next to you? 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which number? Which color? Becoming aware. And as you're becoming aware, inhale this color. Inhale this color. If you're not aware of the color, some people hard on being aware with the colors, then inhale the number. But if you could do both, inhale the number and the color. And make this color to be yours. Accept this color because it's given to you as your soul choice to use here on earth. Inhale that color. Let this color permeate every cell of your body, every atom, every nucleus of atom that your body is created from. Let this color rotate all around, bringing more powers and more gifts for you to use. And as you vibrate with this color, as you vibrate with this number, let this number and the color to dissolve in your energy system. And as it's dissolving, accept it with love and gratitude. With love and gratitude, we remain in this color, but we are coming up in our sober consciousness. On a count from 1 up to 4, we're coming back, feeling blessed. On the count of 4, we will open our eyes. Only on the count of 4 and not before. We will open our eyes and we will feel absolutely rejuvenated, absolutely happy and gifted already, feeling absolutely uplifted, different, totally blessed, knowing with your inner knowing the color and the number of your season. 1, coming up, feeling the feeling of being absolutely gifted, feeling so good as you never felt before. And 2, and 3, nearly there to open your eyes. The minute you open your eyes, on the count of 4, you open your eyes and you will be vibrating with this number, feeling the color within you, feeling absolutely rested, rejuvenated, ready for miracles. And 4, opening your eyes, giving movement into your body, circling your head, opening your eyes, and receiving. We are in a state of receivership. Each and one of you received healing. Some of us were moving, and that means our sober mind was bringing more comfortable feeling into that. And those who stood very still received an absolute total reconstruction of your new energies. And now, as you all receive the numbers or colors or both, I will take live callers, and we will help you to determine if the number you receive right, or sometimes you might be the other number, but you might need to receive exactly this number. You might need to receive the power of the other season, and that is also a healing process. So let's take live callers. Thank you for all your beautiful messages. It's such a pleasure to be together with all of you, to feel light workers, this light, the circle of light that we are, and feel so supported, not only with the divine support, but with human support. Feeling all our hearts connected together in doing something better, in improving something in every minute of our life. So I'm going to take the callers. I'm not sure how Laura wants to do that.
Yeah. So before we do that, I just want for, those of you who went through the process, I know for me, it was really deep. You want to share in the chat what number you got, what color you got, and how you're feeling. Just type it in the chat. In the meantime, we'll start with Joy. Joy, you want to unmute yourself?
Yes. Hi there. I guess starting with the color and number, at one point, I saw them put a green cloak around me. And then I also heard the number 3. So I'm curious as to my, the soul, I had it typed up, the soul reconnection, that tells you what your life purpose is?
Beautiful, excellent. How we're going to proceed if Joy will be our first caller. I need your date of birth, and from your date of birth and full name, we will align and we will ask our guides to connect. So please state your date of birth. I'm going to write it down, and once you've given us your date of birth, we will be able to tune in to your soul truth and reveal the number that you are, and see if you got the number or you got an additional task to your number. Let's do it.
12, 17, 50.
Please give us the month with the letters instead of numbers. Because countries all around the world, we have different countries, and people put the number and the month.
Sorry about that. December 17th,
December?
1950.
Is it December 17th?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And now, as you've given us your full name, I will attune, and I will ask you permission to tune in to your soul and see your real season. So can you please state your soul, your name as you were given, as you were born, 3 times, please. Is in your birth certificate.
Okay. Josephine Joy Miller. Josephine Joy Miller. Josephine Joy Miller.
Universal consciousness, all that is. We're so grateful to be here, and you guides and guardians are here, and they are here to tell you that your soul is not a usual soul. You're going through, you are that professional expedition helper. You don't have your earth hierarchy, yet you got here, you chose to come here on earth in season number 2. And you chose to make as many new beginnings as possible in season number 2, and to use the blue color and the knowledge, to use the knowledge you carry, and to bring those amazing knowledge all the way through, and to bring the energy of sharing as much as possible of all your knowledge in here, and make as many new beginnings in all kinds of experiences. Also, finding that inner core calmness and connection, inner core state of connecting with your inner child. Because up in the different dimensions, we don't have this privilege. So you are here to experience connection with you, and may become a master of your material world. You're here to learn, mental world. They're correcting me. You're here to become a master of your mental world. Yes, to experience as many experiences as possible, and mentally find yourself according to yourself. So find out who you are as you are, and you are in the right spot here listening to this program, finding out more about yourself and doing as many new beginnings as possible. New beginnings in partnership, also new beginnings in your mental world, and mastering your mental world. And also you are here to become a warrior of light, and bring, using your creativity, bringing as much of energy of light and as much of your knowledge to serve the light. Beautiful. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And we could take a next caller. So this will
Awesome. Thank you, Joy. We're going to go to Angela. Angela, you want to unmute yourself?
Yes, hi.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Would you please give us your date of birth and say your name 3 times? But first, give your date of birth, please.
14th March, 1975.
Okay, and please state your name 3 times, if it's possible.
Angela Martha Kanagaviri. Angela Martha Kanagaviri. Angela Martha Kanagaviri.
Universal consciousness, all the days, please connect us. And we ask for permission to be connected. You are here in season number 3. You are here in a yellow color in season number 3. And is that the color you received? A little different?
I saw green.
Excellent. So
Green.
that's why your guides are saying that even though you are here to become the master of your material world, you're also given tasks from this 4th season. And the green color that you received, it means that not only you organizing yourself and the others, you understanding more about financial values and physical values, the ones that tangible values in this incarnation. You're also here to use the love that you appeared before, and manage and bring people, organize people and yourself into the highest service of humanity. And that's why it was given a green color to you. So you are already getting ready to step into the new level. You're also here as an earth angel, and as earth angel, you are serving already others selflessly, and your guides are here, so happy to connect with you, and they are saying that you have to think more about yourself, and you have to learn how to draw boundaries and learn how to say no sometimes, or how to, instead of helping people all the time, maybe showing them the way to help themselves instead of carrying them sometimes on your shoulders, that we do that. Just take them off your shoulders and say, I love you. And here's your flashlight, and here's the path, helping them differently. Yes, so we could take the next caller. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Angela. Doesn't that resonate so well?
Oh, yes, it does. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's funny. It's okay, good. All right, we're gonna go to Julie. Julie, you want to unmute yourself?
Hello, thank you for taking my call.
So we need your date of birth.
It is May 21st, 1968.
Okay. And your full name, please, 3 times, as it was given on your birth certificate.
Julie Catherine Torbett, Julie Catherine Torbett, Julie Catherine Torbett.
Beautiful. Now take a breath in. Universal consciousness, all that is. We're so grateful to connect with Julie's guides and guardians, and they are so grateful to reveal to you that you are here in the 2nd season, and you are here to share your knowledge. You're here to become a spiritual messenger and divine inspirational teacher to everyone around. You bring a lot of influence on people, and you are the one who's supposed to connect your own self with your faith, highest belief in all the orders, highest trust to everything around you, and your own truth, trust in your truth. So you are here in the 2nd season to become a master of your mental world. Which season did you see?
I got the color green, but the number 2.
Beautiful. So that's what it is. So you're also doing selfless service of humanity, and color green was reapproving that you already serving a lot, and you're already sharing your knowledge. You're sharing your ancient memories of being guru, and sharing your knowledge and being acknowledged for what you were preaching, and using ancient knowledge in all the mysteries of the world, bringing them forward and being followed, being acknowledged, being worshipped even. So using these qualities again in this lifetime, it's a privilege. Happy to connect, and we could take the last caller, and I think the time is for us to be the last caller, because we need to speak a little bit about packages, unless you want to read on them.
So we're going to go to Pat Siebert.
Hi, Crystal and Lara. Thank you very much for the opportunity today. Greatly appreciated. Birth date is August 25th, 1963. Birth name is Richard Patrick Seibert. Richard Patrick Seibert. Richard Patrick Seibert.
August 26th, you said, right?
25th, 25.
Okay, 25. Universal consciousness, all that is. Please help us to connect. You are also a star karma, which is a guest here on Earth, and you're a star traveler, and you don't have the hierarchy yet. You had to choose where to come, and you chose to come in the 2nd season. And you also chose to do as many new beginnings as possible, and you also chose to share as much of your knowledge as possible in also service of humanity. You might probably also see the green color. What color did you see?
I seemed to see a blue square without a number.
With which number?
With no number.
With no number. So the blue, you saw right. You saw absolutely right. But you are here to have a lot of selfless service of humanity. And for some reason, you are here to use the energy of a motherly energy. Even in the masculine body, you have a lot of energy of Mother Teresa, and she's also here, and all the divine mothers, they are surrounding you, and all, as we were connecting, all of them were here to reassure that what you are doing is an energy of love, and this is how you introduce the energy of love from the dimensions you are from. In session B, in the package B, in the private session, you might receive all the details about why and where you are from. But all these energies are also needed to be given in a special way, in understanding more about people's ethics, people's values, people's ideas, people's ways of believing things. And on the base of people's values, create something so unique that other people never came to. So that is your soul purpose. Also sharing your knowledge and becoming a master of your mental world, bringing your mental world forward, and using your brilliant skills and mind abilities, create this special maybe organization or maybe chain of organizations to do something that will help you to not only connect to your connect others to your inner abilities, but also give them an energy of choice. There is a lot of energy of choice in your energy field, and learning through your own choices, teaching people to make the right choices and have a right connection to your inner guru. And that is your soul purpose as it follows for now. And I would be so glad to take as many people as possible. I just know our time is limited for this session. And I wanted to say a few quick words about the packages, just because there are some things that I didn't mention. And
so I was just going to say the packages are available at alara.at/show/crystal2. And I'm going to share my screen as well so that we can share it on the screen. 1 second, as you talk about it.
okay.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention something that I didn't say before. I'm using a lot of Kundalini energy, and I'm working with Kundalini yoga. And this is an ancient vial of energy that we have in our tailbone. And this vial of energy, it's a little tiny pit from cherry. It's also our innate powers. And we are awakening these powers, and the classes and the workshop I'm offering on this package, in the package A, is including, and of course, whatever you get in the package A, you also get in package B and more. But package A includes this interesting workshop that I use my hypnotic techniques, and I use a lot of Kundalini techniques. And we are awakening this energy. We're awakening this positive hormones, happy hormones that we're using, which is oxytocin, endorphin, dopamine, serotonin, all of these hormones. Actually, the words and the mantras, which I give, one of my gifts in this show is an ancient mantras for you that are magical, absolutely magical. I use it every day, and I don't know what I would have done without these mantras. So I'm sharing that with you. And also in this workshop that I'm offering, we are using a lot of power of our sounds. Our mouth has 84 meridians, 84 energy points, and saying special words in a certain way. We're touching the tongue to the palate, and that is the only way how we transmit energies to our pituitary gland, which is responsible for all the glandular system in our body. And we transmit the energy into your pineal gland. That is a total control of all the systems in our body. And that is those 97% that scientists thought that we don't use. It's all in this pineal gland. So my classes and workshops that I'm doing, I'm offering the techniques to reach those powers, those innate talents that we have, and develop them in the best way possible for us. So throwing out those hormones and bringing happiness, bringing this pain, even pain relief. You know, endorphin is actually a pain relief hormone. So dopamine is a happy hormone, is what makes you to feel in this orgasmic happiness, that such bliss that you only could receive in some drugs taken. But we creating this feeling just because the chemicals being thrown in our body from the movements and the tongue movements that we're doing. So that is very profound what you are receiving in these classes, in these workshops. There's always a main theme on what we are working on. And your package A includes 2-month free participation to these classes, and it has one class for you to keep, the replay of this workshop that you could actually do over and over and over again, and realize so many things about yourself and help yourself to use this technique and empower yourself. So that is about Kundalini classes. Also, package A is 40-minute private session. Package B is 70-minute. So I'm comparing them a little bit. In this 40-minute private session, you get a lot also. You get to understand your season, your grade, which class and grade you are in, and what does that mean to you. You get to know your character, your soul character, your soul archetype, your soul's tendencies, behaviors, hidden secrets, and ideas. So everything about your soul. You also get your soul training, because before coming here on earth, we get this training that we need to train ourselves to be able to do something, to facilitate something extra to the world, to the people around. So we will channel your soul training. We will channel the archangelic realm. We all go through archangelic realms before coming here. So we get your archangelic realms, and we get the name of our archangel that is responsible for you and that you could call upon in order to empower yourself and connect with that archangelic realm. Also, we get this interesting affirmation and your spirit guides advice for your life. So you get the advice for all life. You get this idea on how to meditate. They give usually the ways for you to meditate on. If you like to learn meditating, if you like to improve your meditation, they give you an example of meditation. They give you an advice about life, about your behaviors, about how to implement those soul characters and those soul behaviors, and how to use the grade and the season. So that is, yes, an exclusive 2-month membership for free to use every Sunday. We do on Sundays on Eastern time, 11 a.m. in the morning, 2-hour energy work. And you get access for 2-hour energy work for free for 2 months. So you get an access to this private Facebook group that I will be posting a Zoom link for that. And you will have a chance to come for 2 months to experience something very unique. Okay, so that's package A. Now, package B includes everything you just heard, everything that package A offers, but your session will be 70 minutes. And on this session, very first thing we'll do healing. I will facilitate healing from all the highest realms of existence. And then after you receive healing, we will channel your guides' names and we will connect you with your guides. I will explain where your guides are from and why they are connected with you. And you will use their names and you will be able to call them by their names and communicate. And we will also connect you with your soul spirit. We will connect you with the spirit that travels with you from lifetime to lifetime, always with you, knows everything about you. Your loving soul spirit will be connected physically. I will make you to physically feel your guide and have a strong connection. And from that connection, we will facilitate the healing from your guide. So your guide will be giving you your chakra healing, your body healing, your blockages healing, your limited beliefs healing, and everything else your soul spirit will find. We will channel how this healing is going and what is exactly being taken care of. So that's just the beginning. And then in those 70 minutes, you will receive all the information about your life purpose, about your mission, about your cellular memories, about past lives, about all the challenges, about the lessons that you are here to receive, about all your gifts that are hidden and out, about the soul's memories of your gifts and how you would use and implement your gifts. Now, and the last and the best thing besides all the other, you will have ancient Egyptian wheel soul codes attunement. So you will be attuned to your real truth. You will have this special MP3 where you will listen in and going through this process as many times as you need to attune yourself to your highest truth. You will be given that. All the sessions will be recorded necessarily. Package B and package A, all of them being recorded, and you will receive the recording in a few days because we have many downloads. But right after you receive this recording, you will be able to listen for the rest of your life. And the interesting things happening about this recording, that you keep receiving healing over and over again, and you keep receiving new revelations every time. People that we did session for 10 years ago, 7 years ago, 15 years ago, keep coming back to that session and write me saying, 10 years ago, you told me, I keep listening because it keeps giving me new ideas and everything new. So you will get new revelations every time you listen to this recording. Why? It's because our mind created the way that we either in the past or in the future. When we analyzing what we're hearing, we already miss what's next. And those little points are vitally important. Your guides are only gonna say something that you amazingly need and will use. So the last part of package B, besides that wheel attunement, which is important to be attuned, besides all those recordings, you will have a chance to ask the questions. In package A, we won't have enough of time, unfortunately, but in package B, you will have a chance to prepare your question, 1 or 2, as many as we can, and you will have a chance to be answered those questions and channeled from your guides. So package B will give you a lot of connections and a lot of understanding, which package A is your soul revelation. So understanding the truth is already a big life changer. I'm so excited. I'm so glad to offer this to all of people so they will know their own powers and they will use their own powers and they will hopefully go into the right path.
Beautiful, thank you. And I'm just gonna reiterate, for those of you, package A and package B, there are 2 and 3 part payment plans available. And for the next 24 hours, you can use my gift code TACS10 to receive 10% off as well. And just as a reminder, package A, the private Facebook group that has all the Sunday classes is for 2 months, but for package B, there's no limit on the time. As far as I can tell, you're also going to receive a 2-hour hypnotic workshop as well as a 20-minute explanation video as well. And the ancient Egyptian priest mantras video as well. And package B is also going to receive the soul destiny codes attunement, which I think is going to be really important for you to continue to play and listen to, so you can really get more and more in touch with your destiny, with who you truly are. And I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. There's so much in these packages that it's hard to, I don't want to, leave anything out that was there. And so I was just going to ask you really quickly, Crystal, how far in advance are you booked for the sessions?
There is a scheduler that we could check, and some sessions are available, maybe some of them next week even, but some of them are, depending on the times, are good for you because
Good.
I probably have some, I didn't check my scheduler now, but it might be, the next week might be available only around 9 o'clock EST, which might be a good time for other countries. But depending on the time, you might get it as fast as next week, or if you need an exclusive time, you might need to wait for maybe 2-3 weeks, depending on what time is good for you.
Okay, no, that's okay. 2-3 weeks is fine. It's not like months, so that's good. We don't want to wait months, right? And is there anything that people need to do to prepare in advance for their session?
It's good if they don't have any caffeine right before the session, because it changes their vibrations. And we're working on a high vibrational level, and it takes us time to bring them from the lower vibrations to the highest. So what happens when people have a lot of, let's say, some kind of antidepressant or other drugs or other kind of medicine, it also influences how fast it might take extra time for us to go where we need to go.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
if people take alcohol, it's absolutely no for alcohol, because your guides will know that, and they will refuse connect with you. So they really don't like alcohol. To them, it's the lower vibrational frequencies. As they tune in, we're going through the astral world through this heart chakra passage. I create this holographic impression. I connect my heart to their heart, and I work in that portal. This portal has to vibrate in absolute clean energies. So some people do have the need to have alcohol. It has to be done at least 5 hours, 7 hours before the session. Otherwise, the guides won't be able to do it.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. I don't think that'll be an issue for most people. I was just going to see if there's anything else that we wanted to share with any. So does anybody have any questions about the packages?
There's something important I forgot to tell. Some people really love their pets, and their pets, they are overprotective. So what they are doing, they are coming to the person, they jumping on the person, they really distract the person because they want to protect the person. They don't know something unknown. And for package A, it's okay, it's no problem, because it's just information. There is no questions, there is no connection with your guides. There is no other deeper source of work inside. So for package A, you could have your pet next to you, but for package B, if you would like to have your experience, you have to have your pet in a different room.
Okay, good to know.
Also because I could read if it's some people around you in the same room. So it's good if you don't have any people, because we might tune in to other people's, and it was several, very rare, but it happens sometimes when people got such strong impulses and energies, they interfere with their energies into the reading. So it's better if you have no other people and no dogs and pets around you for package B.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Anybody have any questions about the packages? Again, they're available at alara.at/show/crystal2. Julie had asked if the sessions are recorded. Yes, they are. And you'll receive the MP3 within a few days. And then it is good to re-listen to those recordings, not every day necessarily, but, regularly, for sure. And you have them forever. Awesome. Anything else? Yeah, I was just wondering if there's any other messages, that you or your team have for us about what's coming up and what we can do and how we can facilitate change and healing for ourselves as we move forward.
Let's ask Universal Consciousness, all that is, please give us this whole amazing, beautiful group of light. They are giving us this new tool for the reset time. This is the resetting time. And they're giving us this new tool to realize that within us, as a snowman has 3 circles. So one circle is your inner child that behaves in certain ways as a child would behave. There another circle as your inner parent that is very protective and very sometimes scrutinizing and sometimes critique. And parent is extra responsible and extra punishable. And the next circle is your inner guru. So everything we're going through, everything we are doing, everything we are thinking, you guys are suggesting and offering you to ask, is this my inner child circle? Is this my inner parent talking to me or to others? Or is this my inner guru? And if it's either parent or child, stop that for a second and say, what is my inner guru saying?
Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you. That
And
is
it's-
so wise. I love that.
Yes, and as we will be finishing, I would like to just say an end prayer for the finish. So let me know if we are finishing. So
Mhm.
I'll say end prayer.
Awesome. Thank you. That'd be great.
We're finishing now? Okay. So I'm going to say the end prayer. If anyone could please put your hands in the prayer position, just because you connect the planets and you bring it into your heart. And just listen to the sounds. The sounds will implement all the knowledge and all the beauty into our life. Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavaye. We're blessing everyone who came here today. We're blessing all your guides. We're blessing all your new endeavors. We're blessing all your new pathways that are opening for you. We're blessing every room you're all walking in. We're blessing every face you're looking at. We're blessing every thought you're having in your head. And as you feel absolutely blessed, let's connect as the ocean connects its waves together, as each wave connects with the ocean, as each ray connects with the sun. Let's connect our souls to our oversouls, to our money, to our higher selves. And in this connection, let us all to be blessed. Blessed are and blessed be. Namaste. Go with a great light and with the divine wisdom. Wishing you all luck and love. It was such a pleasure to be with this gorgeous space for love and spiritual growth, advancement, and understanding. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for all your questions. Thank you for participating and in the process, getting your number and your color for your season. Oh my God, that was so powerful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Crystal. This was a wonderful, wonderful conversation, wonderful call, wonderful process, wonderful teachings and wisdom. Yeah, we are on the brink of change and on the brink of moving forward in our lives and letting go of everything that does not serve us anymore. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being a way shower and a warrior of light on this path. So thank you. And thank you, everyone. Again, this was awesome. Do the process again. Just feel that healing because it was so deep, right? It was so, so deep. So thank you. And thank you, Pat Seibert. Sorry, I said your name wrong the first time. All right, everyone. So until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all much love and blessings always. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Thank you.